Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome to McBoss Capital live stream here. My name is Michael Chu. Today is Tuesday, April 7, 2026, 9 a.m. Mountain Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Nasdaq is down 1.3%, Dow is down 0.3, S&P is down 0.6%. Volume is a lot higher on Nasdaq and NYSE, but the problem is we're not seeing, even with that high volume, we're not seeing a lot of stocks on the move here. We only have like what 13 stocks here. So the volume is definitely on the sell side. So a lot of volume selling right now, not a good thing. Obviously, we have the Strait of Hormuz to reopen deadline this evening. I believe is at 6 p.m. So Mountain Time. So that's 8 a.m. Eastern Time. So who knows what's going to happen? He said Trump said he would target bridges and power plants if Iran doesn't open the Strait of Hormuz, um, which is a key channel for oil. Obviously, oil has been really strong, and that is causing a lot of issues in other areas of the economy in all over the world, and that's a problem for the market right now. So we'll have to see what's going to happen tonight, and I'm sure a lot of people are jumping the gun here, taking maybe a short position and so forth. So we'll see, how things gonna play out. But yeah, it doesn't look like there's any sort of indication of deal happening at least. But again, that's up to Iran to do that today. And if not, then yeah, US may react to it. So we'll see what happens. We do have some early mover. Avago is one of them. Let's take a quick look at that. Here's a Waggle moving nicely towards the red line here. It's still technically on a downtrend, but it has moved significantly back towards its red line, the 50-day moving average. So obviously we need to see it go through this. So this is a problem with a lot of stocks. Even though they have bounced back recently, they're all still mostly either below their short-term moving average or they're coming towards the short-term moving average. But I've been mentioning lately is that I'm seeing a lot of stocks are near that short-term uptrend line or slightly above it, like almost 50% of it. So the market is definitely setting up. So if there's any good news, like I said, a lot of people are putting on their shorts. So if any good news come out from this Iran war issue, in terms of the Strait of Hormuz, things gonna, we could easily see a gap up tomorrow if things didn't happen the way that some people anticipate, right? So anyhow, so that's just like a word here, don't be too bearish at this moment. I wouldn't short this market, even though it looks so obvious to short it. But anything can happen. But it's real that many stocks are setting up right now on the right side of the base. But again, today a lot of stocks are falling back. So that could be another indication that maybe things are not going to do well. Yeah, volume is really high, so it's just something to be aware of. I think Nvidia also are down today. Let's take a quick look here. So yeah, so you can see this is another thing that's happening. Some of the stocks they might be coming back towards its short-term moving average, but then they have fall back down. You see, this is a good example of that. So they came back down, they came up to the 21-day line and then got rejected there today, and now falling back. So this is also happening to many stocks here as well. So yeah, I mean, we could easily test the low if something bad happened, like and again. This has never happened before. Who knows how much this impact will be, what's going to happen later today. So the market is definitely nervous. Volume is really high on the selling side. Not many stocks are on the move here. We look at stocks on the move. What else do we see here? We do have a moment ago we see Casey, which is I believe going into the S&P 500. This is a retail um, general store. I think this is yeah, and this is making new high this morning, but it has already pulled back. That's another problem in this market. Even you catch the right start, they're not moving up. Well, this one moving up pretty nicely every day, but like I said, even intraday is very volatile. Very hard to trade in this environment. Let's keep going here. What else do we see? STX. So the memory guys are still going in some ways. So here's Seagate Technology near highs. This morning they fell, but it really quickly bounced back. So it just showed the strength of the memory chip guys. Let's take a look at WDC. Very similar action. SNDK. This one's a little bit weaker. And then we have MU. This one also a little bit weaker. So yeah, so I mean, there's some strength still, but some of them are starting to look not as good. Like MU is not looking as good. We'll see what else do we have. We have Lumentum, the another strong group here, the fiber optics group. Lumentum here trying to bounce back this morning from yesterday's pullback after hitting a new high. So yeah, it still look pretty strong. We have VI8V here, also doing very similar, bouncing back from this morning low. And there's also CN now here. So they all look very similar. This one's slightly weaker because it's not hasn't bounced back as much. But again, still another strong group in the tech related area. Then we have CF industry, again, chemicals, agriculture is doing really well just because of the Iran issue here. So CF is near high. Um, what else do we have here? Gold, again, Algo is definitely a strong mover right now. It's near highs. Even this morning, it doesn't want to come down, but the gold, hasn't been as strong. So it's actually down today. And then if you look at silver, same thing. Silver is actually down today. SSRM is the main silver guy. It's holding up pretty good. It's coming off from the highs this morning. So those two are like kind of bucking the trend, but overall gold and silver is coming back down. And then obviously you have like energy stocks like VLO that's doing well, right? I think there's an ECO this morning I saw. This one is near highs as well, bouncing back pretty good. But yeah, overall, there's really not much happening in general, like so that if I go to move stocks on the move here, yeah, we have Dell. Let's take a look at Dell here that we haven't talked about. Um, that one is seems to be doing okay. It's holding up pretty good, but otherwise, there's really not many stocks that are holding up well. Um, SanX is aluminum. That one's doing well this morning. So these are industrial CLS, Cohere. So those are holding up today. We have ASTH. This is in the biotech. Biotech has been also not doing much lately. Let's take a look. This one is breaking out today of the black line 200-day moving average. If we look at XBI, it's kind of pulling back lately too. So yeah, so that one is definitely so maybe there's some news that I'm not aware of, but it's definitely breaking out. Um, Again, EQNR, the gas area, oil and gas. Um, we have some financials, AXP Bob. So if you look at XLF Financial, this one is actually holding near the 10-day, above the 10 and 21 days. So it actually performed pretty good lately compared to other index. So that's interesting. And if we look at the main index here, Russell. And that one also been holding up better than the other index, major index. So today it give back a little bit, but it's still near or above the 10-day. And let's just take a look at intraday, what's happening right now. So it's bouncing back. It's looking okay right now, but again, anything can fall apart anytime. So I wouldn't read too much at this moment. With the news tonight. QQQ keep going down, so you can see the difference between Russell and QQQ at this moment. SPY is also going down, and then Dow Jones here also falling. Okay, let me just go back to Russell. Maybe it wasn't up to date. IWM. Okay, no, IWM actually is coming down. So I just didn't, the chart didn't refresh for some reason. So it's coming back down to the 1021 day. So again, market is selling off at this moment in anticipate of what's going to happen tonight. It's unlikely there's a deal. Whether the administration will delay the action that they say they're going to take, no one knows, right? But but the market is definitely not happy at this moment. And let's just take a look again. Volume continue to rise. It's now 70% above average volume. That is very significant. And NYC 11%. So definitely more and more people are getting out before tonight. So that's the problem at this moment. Again, anything can happen. Thank you all for watching. Have a good day.